that sucks. I gotta adjust this table a little bit. Everything used a level, so I don't know why it's being so shitty tonight. $28,900. Oh. Oh, it's straight fucking out. Okay. Hi, Cammy. Yeah. I love my Star Explorer. I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, it's a classic home pin. I think the electronics were inside this were made by Philips Magnavox. Forgot the name. If this is a Briarwood, because they had a few different variations of this, same layout of pop bumpers and stuff, but there was Demolition Derby, Flying Aces, Star Explorer, and CB Charlie. And they're all basically the same game, just different art package. My sound effects don't seem to be working on this tonight, but there's only dings and, the bonus scores, that 2 bonuses don't. Well, you'll hear them when they go off, but they're pretty much the only 2 sound effects that are working right now. I have the whole board, I guess. So maybe I can resolder that. I've got a little bit of a beef for the side. It's supposed to be a full ding. Ooh, 30,900. Yeah, CB Charlie. Let's see. Hey, Mike. Yeah, good to see some people in here tonight. Cammy, I don't know if I've seen you on the chat before, but welcome. Figure I'd do some laundry and play a little bit of pinball and try this, try the tablet out to see if that worked for streaming. So I just want to thank Jeremy at Pinball Mayhem for giving me this tablet, so now I can do this pinball stream. Even though it's just the one machine right now, behind this I have a Road Kings that needs to be put together, and then I have a Las Vegas a Mattel machine that's also another home machine that I'm about to give up on. I don't know exactly what to do with it. It's not starting up properly, but maybe I can figure out something on that. Shit, if I could just get that bonus shot. Shit, fall out. Ooh. That was a little aggressive with it. Bonus still goes off, but none of the pop bumpers work after you tilt it. It's just, I guess you could still keep the ball in play technically if it hits the bonus again. So right now, instead of just draining it, I'm going to see if I can try to get more of a bonus score. Alright, so I got a little bit more. I'm surprised that they still let you get a bonus after tilting it. Ooh. But a lot of people, for some reason, don't find any value in these. I think this is better than, a digital arcade 1-up, It's built well. It lasted, it's a 1977 machine. It still works. I put new LED bulbs and everything just to brighten it up a little bit. But I think it's pretty reliable. The room with my 3/4 pinball machines has been packed with junk for so long, but we're finally, what does it say? Finally getting rid of all of it. Be nice to play them again. Which 3/4 size ones do you have? Always curious about this stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't either. A lot of people, they don't want to spend very much on these, and I haven't been willing to get rid of this. Had one guy offer me money on it. He screwed me out of money on another arcade cabinet. He lowballed me, broke the steering controls, and then offered me like $250 or $300 on this, and I didn't take it because I didn't. As much as the guy was going to give me money for this thing, he didn't care about it. He really didn't care about this machine. So, Francis, I've been enjoying this one since, I don't know if it was 2016 or 2017. We had this at the old place before I even had other arcade cabinets, I think. I'll have to ask Francis if this was before or after those cabinets. Because I had the Arkanoid, the Capcom Bowling, and Turbo Mini in this game. And then my side-by-side Time Crisis cab that I built had all that in this basement room at our apartment building. We rented an office just so I could have my arcade games and work on my DJ mixes and stuff. So it was really cool. So the game has non-independent flippers. So there's a big metal rod that attaches the two flippers on the inside. So if you flip left or right, what's kind of cool is if you want to drink a soda and play a game, you can operate this with one hand, which is really nice. But for like real pinball action kind of thing, it's, you know, you're missing some of the features, but it's not terrible. It's a really solid machine. It actually is held up a lot better than the Las Vegas that my friend Jeremy sold me. Like, he put a lot of work into Las Vegas too, and then this one I only cleaned it up a bit, put new bulbs in, put new rubbers in it. But sounds like an awesome home arcade. Yeah, it was really awesome just having that kind of setup back in the day. See mods, people have independent flippers. Oh yeah, I've seen that mod. Some guy added an extra solenoid, and I don't know if he added extra breaker or how the hell he did it, but that was a really cool mod, that I saw online for one of these. But I think I'll just keep mine as is, just because it keeps it kind of original. If I want a pro pinball machine, if I want to play something, more pro, I got my Road Kings right there, Hopefully that'll start up once I get it together. That hasn't been in service since, I think it was from the city of Milwaukee or something had it, and then they auctioned it off. And then my friend bought it, and then when I helped him move some games, he gave me that and my Wacko. So, yeah, it's been really cool just to, have a fully working, have this machine fully working, and then the fully working Wacko. I just fucking love that arcade cab. It's so good. Oh, fuck. 18,000 even. Some of us really want to put together full history of home pinball documentary. Would you want to contribute any footage of your machines? Oh yeah, I would definitely. If somebody's putting a documentary together about home pinball machines, that would be really cool just to see. I wonder how many people would come together to put together a project like that. That'd be amazing just to see what else people have and how far these go back. I know they make Coleco ones from around the same time. I don't know how about the build quality is on a lot of those. They look a lot more plasticky, more like a toy, where this seems like just, a lot like the full size, but just kind of downsized, but it doesn't feel as much as plasticky or like a toy, considering what it is. I don't know. Whenever I play this, I never consider this a toy to me. It feels like the real thing, minus that the pop bumpers aren't independent. So when this one hits that one will move too. Because what they did is they put a metal rod between here and here to make those go at once, and then when you hit, that pops up or that moves, and then same thing with this. So there's one coil for action for those two pop bumpers, and then another coil for that. And then had a set of GE light bulbs. I'm guessing that they're the original ones from the 70s. Guy in Oshkosh sold this to me, and I think it was his dad's. He grew up with this thing, and then he just needed the money, so he sold it. Catalog as much old foes as possible. What the heck? There's a article. Well, it's not an article. It's a sales flyer with a girl with a hat on. It's a black and white ad for this from Rapid Pinball or something like that, from like 1978 or 79. Advertising one of these, and then I printed it out to put it up, but I don't know where I put it. But I'll have to recopy it, and then oh jeez. I think the Bally for the home machines had a little bit better quality than this, even. But I would say this is kind of smack dab in the middle between, from the ones I've played. The Mattel one, I love the extra features of the Mattel one, but the quality of it has a plastic play field, and I don't know, it just seems like there's more maintenance on that one, whereas this one is very low maintenance and has really worked great for a long time. Okay, I don't think that 2000 scored up there. All right. Ooh. I remember I took the legs off this and shoved this in the back of my backseat of my Chevy Malibu. I had a '02 Malibu that I was able to cram this into, and luckily it fit by just a sliver, and got it home. Didn't need too much work. It worked, fully worked, and had it ever since, and just the rubbers around the flippers I think were white. I don't know if I think they were originally white. I'm not sure. I like the red ones better, and then this flipper package I think I got from Game Room Guys or something like that. They have a whole flipper rubber kit, so I just redid the whole thing for just like $25 or something like that, free shipping. So I was like, okay, might as well redo all the rubber pieces and get this nice and fresh, because these were really starting to crumble and they didn't have that bounce to them, especially up here. The top ones did not have the bounce to them that they should have. I could keep going over. Let's see. Bally ones were the best home ones till Stern home pins. Yeah. Some of the plastic body ones with metal legs which have no solenoids, those are toys. Yes. This is definitely well, and then let's have this against. So that's the marquee. So yeah, I just love this thing. And then the faux wood still looks pretty good on it. I've seen people that have had to paint over theirs, but mine's still working. All right, see if I can lay this to get the whole table now again. Ah, geez, why did I even move it? All right, there we go. Yeah, but the Bally ones are pretty damn cool. There's one at Midwest Gaming Classic called Space Ranger, but the lady wanted her and her boyfriend wanted $900 for it, and I was just like, I had $200 on me, I would have bought it, but I just didn't want to insult them on the price or anything. But I don't know, for $900 I could get like a full-size machine, you know, and it's like I didn't have $900 or anywhere near. I had $250. I only wanted to spend $200 at Midwest, and then actually I didn't even spend as much. I just bought a couple games for the Japanese. I think I bought a Japanese N64 game and a Japanese PlayStation 1 game. Oh my god, why is the ball stuck? Okay. Launch that. And there's a lot nowadays. I mean, this game doesn't really have a lot of bells and whistles. It doesn't have ramps. It really doesn't have anything. But I mean, real pop bumpers, real ball, you know. And the fact that this thing is still working all these years later, I love it. I absolutely love this thing. And then when I told Francis I wanted to sell it, he was kind of sad. You know, he's like, "Why would you want to sell that?" So I'm glad I didn't sell it, you know. Even if I set up the pinball area over here on this side of my basement without this machine, I'll put this over in the arcade area. But I just got to figure all this out, how to get this more organized down here. Oh, that was cool. It was like a half plunge and then... Oh, shit. Let's see if we can get... Oof. So, Cammy, what area are you from? Because it doesn't sound like you're from United States. These show up a lot on, you know, classifieds and stuff. But sometimes people want like $600. It's like these are like, you know, 200, you know, between 100 and 200 bucks, if that. You know, I got mine for way less than that. I got mine before the prices went up. So I got mine under 100 bucks, and then I just stuck in some money. So, but I didn't really have to rework anything except for, you know, just make sure that the sockets for the lights were a little touchy, but nothing real bad or anything. The ball out on the left side, it likes to kick it out a lot from I don't know if you'd call this a coil or what you would call that little piece, but sometimes this overpowers it and just shoots it straight out, which I don't think is, I don't know if there's a way to tweak it back a little bit. Game doesn't have multi-ball or any of that, but I like that it's like the general idea of pinball. Oh, that's about to beep. I gotta take out the laundry. Alright, it's 27,500. Australia, awesome. Tasmania. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, thanks, Melissa. This is a 1977 Star Explorer. I think the electronics, like I said, I think it's Magnavox, like Philips Magnavox electronics inside of it. I think these were sold by some of them, depending on which one you get. Some of them say Wonder Wizard on the top. Some of them, I think this one is a Centennial. I think it's all the same shit. But yeah, they made them for like 2-3 years, and then that was it. They stopped making them. Guess it was just kind of a trend. But even back then, that was like $500 in 1978 money. So whatever that would be now with inflation, not the cheapest. But definitely better than like, you know, a Coleco one or something like that, where those are mostly plastic. And I think they had like a spring in the pop bumpers on those instead of an actual solenoid. From the dryer. I'm excited for the pinball parties next weekend. So excited for that. But let's start with another one. Absolutely love this game. Even though it's very simple, you know, it's relaxing. There's a lot of nights I'd go. Francis would go to bed when we had the apartment, and I would go downstairs and play this. And then because our apartment was on the second floor, and there was businesses on the first floor, and our like office was in the basement. After everything was closed, I could play my music at like, you know, normal daytime volume and not disturbing, which was really, really cool. So sometimes Francis's there's this guy, Professor Westergan. Oh, that was funny. Got 2 bonuses right in a row. But anyways, the professor would walk in. Sometimes he would scare me. Like he'd watch me play pinball, and then he was just very quiet. You know, you just walk around barefoot downstairs. He had a room downstairs that he'd rent out. I think he slept in, and then he had his apartment upstairs where he would keep all of his books and all of his, you know, stuff. So it was always really cool when he'd pop in and play pinball with me. And yeah, that was like the first iteration of my little basement arcade was at the apartment. So I've been collecting since 2017 with the arcade and pinball games, and I absolutely love it. It's, you know, one of the most important parts of my life, you know, just to have this. I've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people, and let's see. Are you going to a pinball party or hosting one? Oh, Melissa is hosting one, so I'm going over by her next week. Went to Tazpin last weekend, over 50 pinball machines, or bought to one location to play. That's really cool. One of the arcades that I help out at, they have probably about 50, maybe a little bit more right now, because they used to have 44, and then they joined with a craft beer league, and then brought in a bunch of other machines. So they have like Williams Taxi, let's see, what the hell is it? Pinbot, Bride of Pinbot, Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man, Xenon, bunch of new Stern machines. You know, of course, they have the Godzilla and Mandalorian, and they have an Orbiter 1, which I think came out in 1981 or 82, something like that. But it's a curved playfield pinball machine that kind of whips the ball around. I really like that one. That's one of those ones that it's a hate it or love it kind of machine. But yeah, I've gotten to play a lot of really cool games, and just community around pinball and arcade games and stuff. It's just so cool just to be a part of it. 21,000. What time is it? My MacBook is deader than a doornail, so I have to do everything off of the tablet. So every time I want to get the chat up, I have to, you know, press the screen and stuff. But my friend Jeremy usually streams on Pinball Mayhem Saturday mornings, but he's been taking a break just to have time for himself and his family and stuff. But he definitely has some really cool videos. Him, his friend Russ, and oh my god, I can't think of the other guy's name. But there's, you know, videos about pinball machines, model trains. He has all sorts of cool stuff over on Pinball Mayhem. And then Melissa's husband, Mark's Basement Arcade. He's a pretty cool dude. He has a lot of fix-it kind of stuff on his channel. He repairs and refurbishes pinball machines. His friend Dave's Arcade, he's pretty kick-ass too. He does pinball tournaments at his place and stuff, so get to play games. And he has, I don't even know how many pinball machines in his basement. Probably has about 50. It's a big, huge basement with like all sorts of games. Most of it, he has like 4 or 5 EMs upstairs, and then a lot of solid states in his basement. Xenon, yeah. Oh, Mike, yeah. Mike and I really like Xenon, and I looked more into the lady that did all, I can't think of her name right now, but I really like her work. She did commercial work for like Lincoln Mercury and Skittles, and you know, she would make all these cool electronic ditties, you know, and you know, that's really talented. She knew a lot about synthesizers and voices, and I think she's still around. Susan Chani, however you say her last name, but I'd love to meet her in person because, like, you know, I used to really love working on music, even though I don't know much about notes and scales and stuff like that. It was always cool to be able to kind of like punch out, you know, make beats and stuff. How many more games? Hey Mike, what? Oh, okay, it's 10:02. This is going to be the last game. Francis has to go to bed for work. I don't want to annoy him too much with the pinball machine, so one last round and we'll wrap this up. I think this floor leans a little bit this way, but everything said it was even when I set it up in this spot. So this machine it plays differently depending on really where you have it sitting. So sometimes I've had this, you know, sitting in certain places in the arcade down here, plays great, and then sometimes just plays like absolute dog shit if it's on the wrong kind of carpet or anything. Like anything really, like you really have to have ideal conditions. Cement floor with low pile carpeting is how I have it set up right now. But yeah, let me flip everything around, flip around the image. Alrighty, so thank you guys for watching. Sorry if the stream is a little choppy or anything, but yeah, I'll be back soon. I want to do a para dancing, stream, so that'll be a fun one. And then I've been going over Tetris Worlds on the original Xbox. If my Xbox hasn't completely gone out on me, I'm having some issues with that. I might want to do a Tetris stream. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for the thumbs up and stuff. And hope everybody has a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is by you. And yeah, thanks for popping in. Take care. We'll have to play a few games on this Saturday. Yeah, Mike, if you mean the pinball machine or anything, yeah, let me know what you want to play. All right, take care.